with what's top of mind for commodities. Manisha, morning.
Well, thank you for that, Prashant. It's a day that we have started on a positive note for many of the metals. But what I'm looking at really early is silver prices. We've seen all-time highs in case of silver in this year. I want to take you through on what we've done in sense of prices this year. So in the month of June, we've seen a 4.8% of a decline. But as you can see, the last 3 months have given you very strong returns in sense of silver. We started the year slightly on a weaker note, but since then, it has been a 5 to 14% of gains coming in for the silver prices every single month there. Also, when you look at the last few years, it has been good going for silver. This year, until now, we are up by 17%. So last 3 years have been great. 2021 was an 8% of a decline, but 45% of gains is what we saw in the previous year. So silver in that sense also has been giving very strong returns. It has been an outperformer within the metal space as well. And for various other asset classes, when you compare it to that too, silver clearly seems to be doing quite well for itself. When you look at the Indian silver imports then, and India is one of the largest importers of silver, last year, the whole of year, India imported 3,600 tons of silver. This year, until the month of May, we have surpassed what we imported in the previous year. So we stand tall until the end of May at 4,091 tons. The expectation is that for the month of June as well, the numbers are going to be quite strong. When you look at the Indian silver demand itself, there is investment demand. Most of the people anticipate that silver will continue to outperform. We already have seen a silver price of all-time highs of 96,500 with an expectation that a lakh rupees is what you could see perhaps by the end of this year. And then there is very strong industrial demand also. While most of you would have woken up to those headlines coming in newspapers that India is going to talk to UAE in sense of huge imports that we've seen continue from that country. Well, when you look at the Indian imports, the silver import duty stands at 15%. But when you are importing from UAE under CEPA via IBX, the import duty that you pay is 9%. So there's a huge difference of that 5 to 6% is what the Indians really seem to be making use of. Almost 45% of silver imports that India is doing is currently coming in from UAE, and there are some conversations that are anticipated onto that one. Having said that, as I said, it has been strong gains continuing for the silver prices. This week as well, it is going to be the Jerome Powell speech on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you have the US Fed meeting minutes, and on Friday, you have the US non-farm payroll data. So it's going to be quite an eventful week in that sense, and various cues to take that from.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that, Manisha. Let's do one thing. Let's take a quick commercial break. On the other side, our special